is Tuvok. She is an 8th generation Civic, named after my favorite Star Trek character. This is the Asia Pacific version of the 8th gen Civic. The US version of the Civic looks slightly different. The Euro version of the Civic looks like a completely different car. Here in the Philippines, the 8th generation Civic is offered in 3 variants: the 1.8V, 1.8S, and the 2.0S. The 1.8V is the base model. The 1.8S has airbags, the 1.8V doesn't. The 1.8S comes standard with 16-inch wheels. The 1.8V only comes with 15-inch wheels. Tuvok right here is a 1.8S. She has had a number of modifications. She has a full Mugen 1 wraparound kit. She also has 18-inch alloys, HID lamps, and a chambered muffler. The car is powered by a 1.8-liter single overhead cam R18 engine, which produces 140 horsepower at 6,300 RPM. The 2.0 version of the Civic produces 155 horsepower at 6,200 RPM. Okay, so I've owned about 4 8th generation Civics. This is my 4th. One of the most notable features of the Civic, of the 8th gen Civic, are its dual displays. It has one at the bottom displaying the tachometer, and one at the top displaying the speedometer, and also the fuel and temperature gauges. This is the 1.S variant, which is the higher end model. There's also a 1.8V, which is the base model. The 1.8V has the 1.8S has dual airbags, one for the driver and one for the passenger. The 1.8V doesn't have airbags, and the 1.8S has blue seats. The 1.8V has gray seats. This particular car comes with a manual transmission. It's a 5-speed. This is a very well-maintained car. I have here all the receipts of the car. It has 4 new shocks. The timing belt has been replaced already. It only has 69,000 kilometers. That suspension. Suspension maintenance. It has new tie rod ends, and it has a new power steering pump. So this is a very well maintained car. The 8th generation Civic is practically a mid-sized car. It is bigger than the previous generation Accord. Yeah. It has power windows, of course, power side mirrors, plenty of storage. The car has retractable cup holders here. And plenty of storage underneath the armrest. Also here. Also there's storage here and here. Okay, this is your virtual test drive of the 8th Gen Civic. When you're driving it conservatively, like I am right now, it's actually quite fuel efficient. I guess it's common now for a lot of modern cars, but this A-pillar is very thick and it severely obscures my field of vision. You can hide a car behind that pillar. The placement of the dual displays is very convenient. One, because your speedometer is almost along your line of sight, so you don't have to look down so much. Also, it's not obscured by your steering wheel. The car has a chambered muffler. Okay, go ahead, sir. Like I said before, this car is no longer a compact car like the previous Civics. The 7th Gen was the last compact Civic. This is almost a mid-sized car. It's actually bigger than the previous Gen Accord. What's happening here? It's a nice looking F-150. Yeah, the car has a chambered muffler. Yeah, I just had it installed. I thought it was going to be slightly louder than stock, but it's almost unnoticeable. But it does seem to be a bit more responsive with a chambered muffler compared to stock.